Hi, I'm Kindla with M4 Knick, and the purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to configure a Stratos Multi for conductivity. To begin setup on your Stratos Multi for conductivity, first I'm going to show you what probe we're using here. I've got an SE615 and I've wired this in already, and what we're going to do is pick up from the wiring. So I'm going to plug in my probe here, and then from the main menu, the left hand soft key, scroll over to parameter setting, go into parameter setting, down to administrator level, and your default passcode for this is going to be 1989. I have mine set to all zeros for simplicity. And then first thing we're going to do to enable the conductivity probe to actually show up on the device is go to sensor selection 1 for the onboard. And here you'll have process variables off. You can set this to auto and it'll still see your probe. You'll see it'll show up here. There you go. And then if you want to, you can also designate a specific function like conductivity, memo sense, and then this is going to be a 615, so it's a 2 electrode. Now, backing out, we want to set up our outputs and our measurement display. Here's our probe again. Go into inputs/outputs to set up your first output, current outputs, and current output 1. Inside here, we can turn it on or off. Select our variable, we're going to use conductivity. Linear characteristic, you can change these. Also, you can change your output mode from 0 to 20 to 4 to 20 if you prefer. Start 04 and then end 20 is going to be the start span and the end span of your 4 to 20 loop. So here we have a start for 4 milliamp of 2 microsiemen, and then we have an end of 12 microsiemen. I have some 12 millisiemen buffer here with me, so I'm going to go over here and cycle this up to millisiemen and make sure your units are correct for what you're trying to measure. And then I'm going to run from, just for example, I'm going to run from 2 to 20. And then you also have an output filter here. This will smoothen your output over drastic changes. So jumping from 20 to 4 milliamps, instead of that happening instantly, it'll cycle it through 10 seconds. Just for a little bit of speed here, I'm going to set this to 3. Then function check, this is going to be what the device does during a hold or a failure error. This is defaulted to last usable value, but you can also have it actively reading or to output a fixed milliamp value. Behavior during messages, we usually leave this off, but if you want, you can have the transmitter fail and go into a 3.6 milliamp output or a 22 milliamp output. Once you've done all of these, your output has been configured, and the last thing we need to check is just to set up our front display. And going back to the main parameter setting menu here, we're going to go up to General, and then Measurement Display. In Measurement Display, you have a couple options here depending on if you have more than one probe or what kind of values you want to output. Just to keep things simple, I'm going to do 2 values, 1 channel, and I'm going to pull it from the conductivity channel. Next, you select your first and second measured value. This is pretty easy here. It'll let you choose off of whichever channel you selected. We're going to do conductivity and temperature. Now, clicking the right-hand soft key to go back to my measurement, you'll see that now we have some readings. I have some 12880 buffer here. Then I'm going to immerse that in that buffer. And there we go. And if I wanted to do a calibration on this to get this where we needed it to be, I can just go in here, data entry, and get this guy down. We have a nominal cell constant of 1 on these guys, and this one was a little changed. And there we are. Now you have a fully set up conductivity sensor on a Stratos Multi. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us by phone or email.